Good morning. The result season kicks in with Infosys as usual dictating the proceedings initially as it announced its earning report for the fourth quarter. Investors' anticipation was reflected at the counter on Thursday with Infosys closing 3.7% higher. A growth in revenues and a slip in net profits is anticipated. Besides Infosys, investors would also keep an eye on February IIP figures, which is expected today. Expectations are that the industrial production may have fallen in February. The outlook is expected to be cautious at start. Global cues are not providing any help in keeping up with the recent momentum. The Nikkei is down 0.6%. South Korea's Kospi index fell 0.5%. Taiwan's TAIEX index is marginally down while Hong Kong's Hang Seng index, Singapore's Straits Times index and China's Shanghai Composite index are flat. US market on Monday marked another day of high gains as sales in the US retail sector grew. In the US, the tech sector remains subdued owing to an industry report which showed sharp decline in PC sales. As a result, the Nasdaq fell, S&P 500 and Dow ended marginally higher, closing at record highs again. Textile stocks would be in focus as talk of free trade agreement grows between India and Europe. Auto stocks could be in focus after the sales in the sector hit a speed breaker, recent numbers suggest. Industry bodies such as SIAM has voiced concern that lower duty on foreign cars under FTA would prove to be detrimental for the domestic industry. Pharma industry would come under pressure too as Europe would want to impose a stricter intellectual property regime. Stricter IP norms would hit production and export of cheap generics manufactured by many Indian pharma companies. While pharma stocks are unlikely to be affected as of now, however, analysts suggest caution. Dr. Reddy's could slip after reports state that it will recall its tizanidine tablets used as muscle relaxant from the US market due to labeling issues. ICICI, Axis and HDFC Bank could see some pressure after Reserve Bank of India said it is initiating action against them following the Cobra post expose. BSE will shift 104 stocks from to trade to trade. BSE will shift 104 stocks to trade category from today. These scripts include Triveni Engineering and Industries, Sterling Biotech, Kaitan Electricals and Uttam Sugar Mills, says a report. RIL could see some weakness after it shut its ninth well on the main gas fields in the eastern offshore KG-D6 blocks. Gold prices plunged to over 10-month low, losing to 505 to 29,470 per 10 gram in the National Capital Day on frantic selling by stockists amid restricted buying driven by a steep fall in the overseas market. Tata Steel Limited had decided to merge Tata Metallics Limited with itself. Tata Steel and Tata Metallics have decided that the amalgamation would be effective from April 1, 2013. The shares held by Tata Steel in Tata Metallics would get extinguished and the public shareholders of Tata Metallics would get 4 equity shares of Rs 10 each of Tata Steel for every 29 shares of TML in terms of proposed scheme of amalgamation. BEL expects to garner Rs 15 billion of additional business arising out of its recently signed technology tie-up with Mitsubishi Heavy Electricals Limited. BEL and Mitsubishi signed the deal on April 3rd under which the Japanese company will give BEL the technology for removing the harmful sulfurous compounds from the gases that escape out of the thermal power plants. The Aditya Birla Group has drawn up plans to shore up its NBFC business ahead of $40 billion conglomerate plans to apply for a bank license. It will invest Rs 20 billion in 3 years to expand operations of Aditya Birla Finance. LIC has pared its stake in Infosys to 5.96%, reducing its holding in the company in the last quarter with an estimated sale of shares worth Rs 20 billion. LIC held 7.24% stake in Infosys during the October-December quarter, which has fallen to 5.96% as of March 31st. LIC held 4.92% stake in the company at the beginning of the last fiscal. Despite the lack of a clear roadmap, the United Progressive Alliance UPA government is likely to start using the Direct Benefits Transfer Scheme for disbursal of subsidy on cooking gas from May 15. The Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas has put forth several options such as using the National Population Register in addition to Aadhaar for transfer of subsidy on liquefied petroleum gas already capped at 9 cylinders in a year. India wants Germany to ease restrictions in its visa regime to facilitate movement of professionals and refund value-added tax paid by Indian companies operating in the country. Trends in the FII flows. The FIIs were net sellers of rupees 366.3 million in the cash segment on Thursday, while the domestic institutional investors were net buyers of rupees 577.1 million as per the provisional figures released by the NSE. Our recommendations, our technical calls for the day. We recommend buying HDFC Bank above rupees 637 for a target price of 657 with stop loss placed at rupees 627. The derivative strategies for the day. Short Petronet April future below rupees 134 for the target price of rupees 128 with stop loss placed at rupees 136. Thank you. Wish you have a good day ahead.